Assalamu alaikum. Today we are going to Sundar Nursery, which is Delhi's one of the most popular place nowadays. I think last three 3 to 4 years, it's become very popular amongst families. And today is Juma, so since today is Juma, it can't be better than this. Going to a nice park, and the weather's really nice. It actually rained last night, so the weather was around 42 degrees for the last couple of weeks, and because of the rain, it has gone down to 29 degrees. Really looking forward to showing you Sundar Nursery today.
So this is the famous Subs Burj, right in the middle of these trees. It's a very, very famous architecture. And as you can see, we're just entering the Nizamuddin district. And as you turn this roundabout, we're about to reach Sundar Nursery. Right, we are entering the premises of Sundar Nursery. It's a nice drive in because there's really nice parking inside as well. Ample parking space inside Sundar Nursery, so that's a great benefit to have.
So this is one of the entrances from the parking lot, and this is the place where you would see a lot of shops in the morning. You would have local farmers, local produce being sold here. This is the place where you will see a lot of shops early in the morning, especially on Sundays. So this is the air purifier which has been set up here. That's a huge one. Just look at it. And here is a women's enterprise or handicraft shop, which somehow is closed today. Maybe it's because of Juma. It's a Muslim-owned shop, so maybe that's the reason it's closed. So this is how the entrance looks like. There is this nice little snacks bar or snacks bus, whatever you want to call it. And these are some of the old structures here, which you can see. Okay, let's walk towards this building, which has been recently renovated because a few years ago this was not as good as what you see. I've never been inside. Let's try and see what's inside. Let's go inside. Oh, this is massive. I never expected this to be like this from inside. I thought maybe it's just a small room, but there are multiple rooms here. Wow, this looks nice. I have to watch my head. Pigeons here inside. Okay, this is the other side. Let's go outside from here. Ow, I just bumped my head. So this is the other side.
So we've just entered the park, as you have seen, Sundar Nursery, and it's taken care of by the Archaeological Survey of India from the Aga Khan Trust. So that's one great thing about the most of the historical monuments in Delhi, which are taken great care of by the Aga Khan Trust, and in the restoration of the monuments and keeping the history intact for many, many generations to say, inshallah. And as you can see, like we are walking on one of the many pathways in Sundar Nursery. And this one leads to a very beautiful sort of a tree house, you can say. And as we further go down the road, there's a children's park ahead as well, so don't miss out. Now that's what I call a very interesting tree house. Takes me back to my childhood, doesn't it? I wouldn't try climbing that, but if my kids were around today, they would definitely be monkeying around in this tree house. Sorry, I missed that. There we go. Like I said, so they have made this entire park you can say, around these historical monuments. I'm not sure what this monument is about, but we can definitely climb it and find out. I don't know about you, but this takes you back in time, doesn't it? Sometimes I feel like we are traveling through time, seeing these frozen as they were. Yeah.
Okay, let's go to this really nice water body, which I really enjoy coming to, especially in the morning after Fajr. It's a very good place to hang out, and you will see a lot of fishes inside here, a lot of greenery. Let's take a closer look. And there's this beautiful cafe in the background by the name of Karnataka Cafe. Maybe I'll also show you that. What are the fish trying to do here? Are they trying to eat something? Not very sure. I don't know if the camera is able to do justice, but let me zoom in a bit. So there's this board which says in Hindi, don't feed the fish. It's a man made water body. Now, let me take you to one of my favorite places. This is a place where I love to come and sit for some time and just observe the nature. In fact, appreciate Allah's creation and have some peaceful time. So, this is the place I was referring to. This is one of my favorite places here in Sundar Nursery.
Subhanallah. MashaAllah. Can you imagine the barakah when you are around in this quiet, peaceful place, just with your own thoughts and the remembrance of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala?
So this is another beautiful spot. You would find a lot of families doing picnic here, spending some good quality time, especially during the winter time. There's a huge fountain. I'm not sure why it's not here today.
By the way, not bad for Friday, right? Like it's Juma, and I think everybody is celebrating Juma just like us because we see a lot of crowd here,
Yeah,
usually, which is not visible, during the weekdays. So I'm glad everybody is taking the full advantage of the very nice weather that we're having.
absolutely. So there's lots of Muslim families actually just close by, and they would just cross the road. They would live across the road, and on weekends you would see them having a nice time, nice family time or picnic time in Sundar Nursery.
So one good thing is that they have an entire map of Sundar Nursery and the construction and the restoration that happened. I mean, you can clearly see it's very recent, right? So in 2008, 2009, it was something like this. And 2015, you can't even recognize it anymore. So, I mean, I would say that's really kudos to the team of Aga Khan Trust for Cultural Landscape and Architect, who has done all this work. Subhanallah.
So this is one of the most beautiful places within Sundar Nursery. Towards the left and the right, the gardens that you see, these places are filled with people enjoying themselves, having a nice lunch. And nowadays it's also open till 10 o'clock in the evening. So you would also find people enjoying a nice dinner with the family.
Absolutely, yeah. So you see all these pathways which connect all the other pathways as well, and many times even we have taken the advantage, haven't we, to
Yes,
to have a picnic here. It really is a very beautiful and comparatively very clean park, which you can find in Delhi.
so this is the Garden of Delight.
Yeah, and then this is, you can pretty much say this is the centerpiece of Sundar Nursery, right? So this is when you actually Google images of Sundar Nursery, this is what you'll find. And it's of course made in, restored by the Aga Khan Trust again.
Okay, I think this will give you a better view of the entire structure. One thing I really like about this place is that I see people from different backgrounds. I see some foreign tourists as well. So, is it safe to say that this is a nice tourist spot for Delhi now?
Yeah, absolutely. I would say that because there's so much greenery and tranquility in this area. That is what everybody craves for in the end. At the end of the day, right? So yeah, it's become a nice tourist spot.
And the best part is it's beautifully maintained. Just look at the floor. It looks very clean. The water here is very clean. Everything seems to be very organized here. So by now you must be
Really?
wondering, are there any places to eat? These are the kind of vans or whatever you want to call it, kiosks us here to buy snacks. You get coffee and tea and chips and biscuits. So now I'm at Lakkadwala Burj. Let's look at it. This is how
Oh
it.
wow, beautiful. And as you can see, there are lots of plants here. I think they are rose bushes, right? So if you come around during the beginning of March, you will see a beautiful cornucopia of roses here. MashaAllah.
Yeah, March is actually the time when entire city is filled with flowers. You see a lot of tulips, and it looks very beautiful around March. Okay, let's focus on the Kadwala Burj. So this looks beautiful, and it's pretty big actually. Somehow, it might be looking smaller in this video. It's actually pretty big, and you can also go not to the top, but then you can go in.
At least to the boundary of that
Yes,
Burj, right?
and look at this. There are some here which are not in the very good condition. This is another beautiful spot. Look at the fountain here. So this is the place where you would find people doing picnic or even praying at times. Okay, now I'm heading to this cafe called Karnataka Cafe for a cup of coffee. If you've seen my vlogs in the past, while I'm traveling, I would always go and try coffee at a new place. So this is how the cafe looks like. On a weekend, you would find people queuing up right here. There's usually 30 minutes to 45 minutes of waiting, and this is the cafe I was talking about, Karnataka Cafe. So what do you feel like having?
I think coffee is my go-to drink. I think I don't mind a cappuccino then.
Excuse me, one cappuccino and one filter coffee.
Oh, one thing I forgot to tell you guys is that there is this brand called Jatre ice cream, which is part of Karnataka Cafe. And if you're in the mood for a nice cup of ice cream, which is naturally made, all right. So let's go collect our coffees.
Yes.
Now that's a massive bamboo tree.
And that's a very impressive bamboo tree.
Yeah, impressive.
सर एक मीटर को भी देना
Let's go. Is there a place to sit?
Place is pretty packed today, so I'm not sure if there's a place to
I think
sit.
there's this place in the corner,
All right. Yeah,
but
let's
there
try
are
that
no
out.
chairs. Interestingly,
Like I said, everybody is celebrating Juma. Just nice.
We can sit here.
With a very beautiful backdrop. Nice.
Okay, let's pour the Indian style filter coffee. It's very hot. So I was kind of.
The glass is cute,
Yes.
but I'm sure it is very, very hot.
Yeah, it is actually. Okay, I'm using this tissue paper because it's very hot to hold this cute little bottle.
Oh, another thing I wanted to bring to your notice is that this, local chefs actually prepare a lot of amazing home-made biryanis and kebabs, and there are some ladies from Nizamuddin who hold these right outside the periphery of Sundar Nursery. Not sure if I will be able to show you those, but yes, it's a good to know thing if you're in the area for some very nice local biryani and kebabs.
Also, this is a huge place. So, most likely, if you come here, especially if you're planning to see around, you will not be able to complete the entire place in one day because there are many sections which cannot be explored in one day itself.
Oh,
So-
100%.
Right next to us, if you can see it, there's this children's park, which is a very nice place if you have little kids. They would love spending time here. It's a very there's a very nominal entry fee of I think 20-25 rupees, and the kids can have a really nice time. There's also a zip line here inside, which the kids would love. So I didn't realize I probably became a child, and I just kept on talking and talking without actually showing it how it looks like. So let's take a closer look. These are the kind of rides that you have, and there's the zip line in that section in the corner, and there's another slide over here.
The best part is that it's not crowded. They make sure that only one adult is allowed inside with your kids or kid, and that basically signifies that there won't be a whole lot of crowd inside, hogging the slides or the swings or anything like that.
Okay, something just happened over here. Something scary happened. If you can see these dogs there, they were attacking people, and they're coming towards us. I don't know why. Okay, this is the place that you see here. You would find peacocks here, especially if you come here in the morning around Fajr or even around this time when it's Maghrib. This is the place which will be packed with, or not packed, you would see peacocks here and there. It's Maghrib time, so they've switched on the lights. At night also it's pretty nice. It's usually very well lit. Maybe I'll make another video at night. With this, I'm ending the vlog. I'm heading back towards my car because it's time to pray Maghrib. If you're new to this channel, please do subscribe because it keeps me motivated to show you more such places. Until next time, Allah Hafiz, Assalamu Alaikum.